everybody, welcome back to Bare Ice. Just another reminder, if you're liking the channel, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, show your love. Okay, let's get into this. NHK trophy, a lot went on. This is going to be a slightly faster video just because I've got a lot going on this week, but I wanted to make sure that I got this video out and, gave my thoughts. My goal was to cover every competition, so that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, okay, let's get into this. We're going to start with the women's event. Biggest news of the event was the fact that Daria Usacheva basically had to withdraw before she ever got started. We've all seen the video. It was really sad to see, she got out, started the warm-up, went for what looked like a triple flip, I believe. She went up and kind of bailed out midway through her first, rotation and a half, just collapsed down to the ground, and was very clear she was in quite a bit of pain. Felt so sorry for her. Thankfully, she was able to get herself off of the ice, but you could tell she was putting no weight whatsoever on that leg, and she had to be physically carried out of the arena, which is it's always sucky to see that. You know how hard these skaters work, so to see them, go down like that, that's never good. Now, the reports came in that it was a hip fracture at one point, and then finally the official word seems to be that it was a tear of a ligament of one of the internal muscles of her right leg. They're saying that it's somewhat common. This is according to Figure Skating Russian News anyways, that it's somewhat common and that it's not a very long-term kind of rehabilitation, and that she has a good shot of more than 99%, she's going to be back to normal, which I'm glad for. I feel like she at 15 years old or 15 or 16 years old, she's way too young to be sidelined with an injury that could be considered, career ending this early on, but it definitely seems like it's a season-ending injury. I do not think she's going to be available for nationals, which sucks. It would have been great for her to compete. I feel like Daria was an outside shot at getting one of those, spots to Beijing, but she had been competing very well and definitely could have gone to the final, and it sucks. It sucks a lot. So best of luck to her. Get well soon, and hopefully we will see her next year. So with yet another competitor out, it really opened up the podium even more, and I figured if there was one person who really needed to jump on top of this to take a big advantage of it, it was Kyrie Sakamoto, and thankfully she did just that. Her short program was solid, double axel, triple lutz. She did get a ding on her triple lutz, which lost her a little bit of GOE. She still got GOE for it though. She lost a level in her step sequence, but everything else was good. The triple flip, triple toe, which she missed in her first event, was beautiful here. Everything was solid. Just a really good performance from her. Kaori was able to go into the free skate with a little bit of a lead. So again, it was basically ball is in your court. If you want to win this, the door is wide open. And thankfully, she walked through it. I was very proud of her. She did a really great job. No major issues. She had one ding on her triple lutz and then also a quarter turn landing on her double axel, triple toe, double toe combination. So she lost a little bit of GOE on that, but I mean, it was still positive. She still gained on it, and it was a solid overall performance for her. Level 4s on everything. Again, I like this program even less than the short program. I don't like the spoken word. I think the song is kind of awkward and weird. A lot of people are saying they wish she'd go back to the piano free skate, and I am one of those people. I thought it was gorgeous. I think it would be a perfect, absolutely perfect Olympic program, but I don't think she's going to go back to it. We can cross our fingers and hope, but I don't know. We might be stuck with this one for right now. Weird program aside, she killed this out here. 146.78 was her free skate score. Total of 223.34, finishing first in both the short and the free skate. This was an easy win for her. She won going away. I really think that with this gold medal and her fourth place finish before, she has a really, really good shot at making the final. So we'll have to see how it shakes down, but having that gold medal, it's weighted heavier than any other medal. So as long as she is within the point total, she'll get over anybody who did not have a gold medal. So congrats to Kaori. I'm really happy for her coming out, doing what she needed to do, and hopefully we will see her at the final. Coming in second place and winning the silver medal, a little bit of a surprise here. We had Mana Kawabe. She really turned up. I have to give it to her. I mean, she really set the tone for everything with the short program. She landed a triple axel. It was gorgeous, fully rotated. She got over 2 points in GOE for it, and then was able to follow it up clean the rest of the way. She did a triple Lutz, triple toe. Her triple flip got a ding on it, and she lost 1 level on her step sequence, but still, it was an impressive performance in front of a home crowd, so I'm really happy for her. Glad she was able to have that moment. She finished second overall in the short program, and I figured, if she could come out and really deliver in the free skate, she had a great shot at staying in that position. The free skate was not perfect, but it was actually pretty good. She had some issues on the triple axel. She opened up with an attempt at the triple axel, got a little bit lost in the air, landed going forward and fell on it. She lost a lot of points for that. It ended up being just counted as a double axel with a fall, so she lost a lot of points. But thankfully, she did not let that derail her. She was able to bounce back and skate pretty much the rest of the competition cleanly. She landed her triple Lutz, her triple toe, double axel, triple toe in the bonus. She had a ding on her flip, and she lost a few levels, 1 on her step sequence and then a few on her spins. But overall, it was a much better performance for her than her first competition, where she just got peppered with a bunch of different under rotations and quarter turns. She just looked to be a little bit more comfortable this time around. Like, she was a lot less stiff. There was more rise and fall to her knees, so I felt like she was into the ice and kind of letting the jumps come to her rather than chasing after them, and it definitely showed. She came out, she did her job, and she was rewarded. She ended up placing 4th in the free skate, but thanks to a strong 4th, it was a strong 4th, and then also that stronger short program, she was able to edge out everyone and take that silver medal. Very happy for her. 205.44 overall, second place, silver medal. Very proud of her. Happy for Japan to have 2 skaters on the podium here. Did not really think that was going to happen, so it was a pleasant surprise. So congrats to Mana, and best of luck at Nationals, which is probably where we will see her next. Coming in third, winning bronze, was Young-Yu of Korea. It wasn't her best. I think her performances at her first Grand Prix were a little bit better. Here, she did a good job, but nowhere near as good as she would have wanted to do. If we're talking about building on top of what you've done before, this necessarily was not the best way to go about doing it, but she did get the job done for the most part. The short program was not her best. She ended up leaving a lot of points on the table. She went for the triple axel, under-rotated, and fell on it, so that's loss of points on the under-rotation as well as the fall. Then her triple Lutz, triple toe combination got hit with a quarter turn on the triple toe, so loss of points there. She lost points on her layback spin and on her step sequence. So lots of areas in this particular program where she could have definitely improved upon her first score. I think she scored around 70 at her first event, so she took a little bit of a step back here. But the point is, it's all there for her to get. She just has to clean up some of these mistakes, and she can get that score to go much higher. She finished the short program in third place, still definitely had a great shot at moving up from where she was. The free skate was solid, but again, not her best. Again, she went for the triple axel. It was just not cooperating here. Again, an under rotation, again, a fall. So that was a pretty bad way to start off. And then the triple Lutz, triple toe with an under rotation. So that's worse than a quarter turn because now she's losing base value on it. But she fought back with a really nice triple Lutz, triple sow combination. 1.69 points in GOE. So that was a huge scoring element for her. Layback spin, she lost another level, another loss of some points on an under-rotated triple toe. So again, lots of points left in terms of under rotations and levels not met. So a 135.52 is a solid score, but that could have easily been 10 points plus higher, like easy. It's just a matter of her cleaning up some of these mistakes. She did enough, just enough to keep herself on the podium. She edged out Elissa Liu here by just the skin of her teeth, about 0.7 points. But you know what? That's what counts. She ended up with the bronze medal, so congrats to her. I'm very proud of Young for landing on the podium, not only here, but at her first event. I don't think it's going to be enough to get her into the final. With her 2 bronze medals, she has 22 points. I'm thinking that's probably not going to be enough, but she will likely have one of those alternate spots. So if anything goes wrong, she just has to stay ready so that she can come and compete. But I'm very proud of her. Medals at both of her events. She's doing well, can do a lot better. So there's still plenty to improve upon, but I'm very proud of her. So congrats to Young on her 2nd Grand Prix medal. As for everybody else, we're going to go through them a little quicker this time around. So Elissa Liu, not what we really wanted. I mean, obviously you want to see a skater get stronger and stronger every time out. And unfortunately, this was a little bit more of the same. Not as, I don't think it was as good as her first outing. She did, at the very least, rotate the triple axel in the free skate. It was on a quarter turn, but she didn't fall. She didn't get it under rotation, so I guess that's progress. But overall, it's just a matter of the jumps are not clean. She's getting way too many quarter turns, way too many under rotations. It's stunting her ability to grow her program component scores because she's messing up on the technical side. So she's holding steady around 66, 67, but if she were able to go out and skate cleanly, that number would go up. It would put her in a position where she'd be farther along in terms of fighting for a medal. Sadly, she is still the absolute best that the U.S. has right now. So I honestly feel as though her spot coming in is going to be a lock because there is nobody else skating the way she's skating. At this point, her season is mostly over. You know, she might choose to do a senior B event ahead of nationals later on in January of next year. But, you know, my hope is that she goes home and focuses. They just need to get more height and more rotation out of those jumps. Otherwise, it's not looking good. You know, she's got everything else. She just has to get those jumps clean. So hopefully they can work on that and she will show up at nationals and put out some better performances. Coming in 5th, rather distantly 5th, unfortunately, was Yunsu Lim. You know, I thought maybe that first competition, because it was her first one back, it was her first international competition back in so long, I thought maybe she was a little rusty. Hopefully she'd be able to shake it off and do better here. For the most part, she did, but it wasn't enough. The short program was okay. She missed her combo, had to add a double toe to the triple flip, which, you know, was decent enough. It kept her score from plummeting, but I mean, she finished 7th in the short program. The free skate was okay, but she left a lot of points on the table. She completely missed her triple flip. I don't know what happened. It looked like she might have caught her toe pick before she went in for it, or she just never, she bailed on the jump basically without ever leaving the ice and didn't really have anywhere that she could put it back in. She also did not do her triple toe, her triple Lutz triple toe combo. So that's 2 whole triples she left out. In the end, it wasn't enough. She had low levels on her step sequence and lost levels on spins and just nowhere near where she needs to be. I don't know what her prospects are for the Olympic team right now. I feel like right now Young is probably a lock and it would probably be a battle between Yunsu and Lim, but I really don't know who's going to win right now. I think Lim probably has a better shot at this point. Just Yunsu doesn't seem like she's all the way in it right now. I want her to be so badly because I adore her short program. It's one of the best short programs that's out there. And I really want to see her skate it cleanly. But she's got to put together both programs, and it just did not happen for her here. So that is it for NHK. Like I said, a little bit faster in terms of a review, but not to worry. Plenty more coming up. We've got International de France coming up. So that's Grand Prix France this week. And then one more, Rostelecom Cup in Russia. And that is it for the Grand Prix. Like those 6 weeks fly by. It's kind of crazy. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, share the video, and come back soon. All right, talk to you later. Bye.